Trigger warning. This episode contains discussions of gun violence, domestic conflict, and the tragic death of a young mother. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. She was 31 years old, a mother who slipped a loving note into her son's lunchbox before school. Hours later, in broad daylight, just after leaving the school, an argument spiraled into violence. And in an instant, Romeca Meeks' life was gone. Why did this confrontation unfold just steps away from her son's school? What role did her child's father play in the chaos? And will the woman who pulled the trigger face charges or walk free under the claim of self-defense? In this episode, we're breaking down what unfolded on that fatal morning, the witness accounts fueling outrage, and the unanswered questions that leave this case far from over. This is Under Investigation. I'm Sleuthy Lucy, and this is Under Investigation, where we highlight active and ongoing cases still developing in the news. Here's what we've uncovered so far. This is a developing story, and details are still coming together. Here's everything we know so far. For Romeca Meeks, this was a season of new beginnings. Her little boy was starting first grade, an exciting milestone for both of them. And in her own words, she marked the moment online. "To my son, there is nothing you can't count on me for. Even when my world is falling apart, I'll make sure yours is always perfect. May first grade be great to you. I love you, and I'm always your biggest fan and supporter." It was the kind of message that showed the heart of who she was. A devoted mother, determined to give her child the best, no matter what challenges she faced. So as her son stepped into first grade, Romeca celebrated the moment the way only a proud mother would. With encouragement, with love, and with a promise that she'd always be there. That same spirit followed her into the new week. On Monday morning, she slipped another note into her son's lunchbox. A note meant to guide him through the day. But this time, it would become the last one he will ever receive from her. Monday, September 8th, 2025. It was just after 9 o'clock in Chicago's South Loop. An ordinary school day, until it wasn't. That morning, Romeca pulled up to the school on South State Street. She had done what countless parents do every weekday, dropped her son off, handed him his lunch, and reminded him she loved him. But just moments after leaving the school, only about a block away, an argument broke out. According to police and witnesses, Romeca encountered her child's father, known online as Carlos Losos Way, and another woman, Holly Johnson. Carlos shared a child with Romeca, and later went on to have another with Holly. What started as words quickly escalated. Voices were raised. Tempers flared. And before long, the confrontation turned physical between the women. The fight between the women spiraled out of control. Witnesses allege that Carlos grabbed Romeca, holding her in a headlock in the middle of the struggle. Accounts differ on what happened next. Some say Holly pulled a gun from a nearby car, while others say she already had it on her. But what everyone agrees on is that she fired, and in an instant, Romeca's life was gone.
It was just after 9 this morning near the National Teachers Elementary Academy when police say some sort of a fight unfolded, the suspect pulling out a gun and shooting the victim in the face.
First responders rushed to the 2200 block of South State Street within minutes. They found Romeca gravely wounded in the street as bystanders screamed for help. Medics worked frantically, and videos from the scene show the desperate attempt to save her life. When police arrived, the scene was chaotic. Dozens of bystanders crowded around, all shouting at once, trying to make officers understand what they had just witnessed. Their first priority was Romeca. She was still lying in the middle of the street, gravely wounded, as Carlos, also covered in blood, paced back and forth nearby, appearing confounded. One man shouted repeatedly that he had seen Carlos put Romeca in a headlock before the shots rang out. Another woman cried out, again and again, pointing to Holly Johnson. She shot her.
She shot her! She's the one who shot her! She's the one who shot her! Restraining order, but she shot her! The gun in the car. The gun in the car. Oh my fucking God! On the page in the car, how you feel? She done dropped her. Get up. You scared as hell, alright? Scared as hell. She's scared as hell. That is self-defense.
At first, the officers struggled to separate the noise from the facts. But when the witness insisted, she put the gun in the car. Attention finally turned toward the alleged shooter, Holly Johnson. Holly was still there. She didn't flee. She stood calmly, almost like a bystander watching the chaos unfold, engaged in conversation on her phone. But when a woman at the scene pointed her out to officers, Holly's response was simple. "I have a license to carry." Police moved in, searched her, and recovered the weapon before placing her under arrest. In the hours that followed, Holly would also claim that she had a restraining order against Romeca and that she fired in self-defense. But for the people who had witnessed what unfolded, those words likely felt like salt in a fresh wound. News of her death spread quickly, first among those who had been there, then across social media, where videos of the aftermath began to circulate, and just as fast, grief turned into outrage. Almost immediately, Romeca's story struck a chord far beyond the South Loop. The videos from that morning spread quickly online, but so did something else. The note she had written to her son just hours before the shooting went viral. "Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me proud. Love, Mommy." A mother's words meant to guide her little boy through a school day, now remembered as her final message to him. Friends spoke out, describing Romeca as an outstanding mother who poured her life into raising her son. They shared that she was also working toward a better future, studying to become a nurse so she could provide more for him. In those tributes, a portrait of her life emerged, a beautiful young woman striving, studying, and sacrificing for her child. And now, that child, just beginning first grade, is left to grow up without her. Romeca's family, overwhelmed with grief, pleaded for one simple thing: respect. Her sister specifically asked that the graphic images of Romeca lying on the ground not be shared. Those images are circulating online, but they are not shown here. What you've seen is the chaos at the scene and the bystanders, including Holly Johnson, because those details matter to understanding the story. But out of respect for her family, the images of Romeca in her final moments are not included.
Please, y'all. Please stop sharing them posters of my sister, please. Please stop sharing that post of my baby sister on that ground, please. Get y'all, please. For my mama and for me and my siblings' sake. Please, y'all. My sister is gone. Yes, she is. Please. Please, I see y'all calling everything. I can't. I'm doing this to let y'all know I am very broken. Me and my family is broken. Please, y'all, please. Give us some time to respond to talk to y'all, to anything. Please, y'all. My baby sister is gone. Please, the worst is pain ever. I just want y'all to understand. If y'all never understand in y'all life, I didn't know how I had to do. Anybody lost a sibling, y'all, I don't know. I didn't know this hurt like this. Please, y'all, stop sharing that video of my sister. Put up good pictures of her. Y'all gonna post her. Put up good pictures of her. Please don't post her on that ground dead, please, y'all. I swear to God, it's the worst day of my life. I ain't looking for no sympathy, but I'm asking y'all to please. Jealousy is a mother. When a think they can do you like that, you did wrong and you wanted to hurt somebody that you hurt. Nobody did anything to you. You hurt my sister and that girl. Please, I'm asking y'all, can y'all please just don't post that video of my baby sister and that girl. She is gone. Yes, she's gone, y'all. She's gone. She's gone. My mama is having a heart attack of my life and my siblings. Please, y'all. Please, her family is mourning. This is a real big loss, y'all. Please, please. I will respond to y'all later. I can't right now. I'm so broken and tore up. Please, y'all. I'm trying to hold everybody at once and hold myself. Our kids, everything. Please, y'all, give us a time. Please. If I ever been strong in my life, y'all, I need every day. Pray for me, y'all. Please, just stop reporting, y'all. Report the page. Please, y'all. Please, just give us a little time. Oh, God, that's my baby. Everybody knows that's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. My baby. That's my baby. The last thing I got from my baby was she loved us. She loved us. And that's all I got. I have a visual picture of my sister in my face and my eyes. Nobody will understand it. I never can take y'all. Please, y'all. Please stop sharing that picture, please. And pray for me and my mama and my siblings and my family. We not doing well. I lost my sister today. I lost my sister. I will never see her again. I lost my sister. Y'all. I lost my sister. Please say all the prayers to me and my family. Y'all, we need it. We need it so bad. Please report the video, y'all. It's hard. And it's so hard for me and my family right now. Please. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. I thank y'all for the support. I thank y'all. I see y'all calling. Y'all, it's so hard for me to answer right now. You know, I'm sorry. Y'all get to answer. Oh, God. The worst day of my life.
Holly Johnson was taken into custody at the scene. But Carlos, despite witness claims that he restrained Romeca in a headlock, was not held. That decision immediately raised questions. Conflicting accounts hung heavy in the aftermath. Witnesses insisted they saw Carlos restraining Romeca while Holly Johnson pulled the trigger. Yet Johnson offered police a very different story, one rooted in claims of a restraining order and self-defense. Those contradictions left investigators in a difficult position. In cases involving claims of self-defense, the burden falls on authorities to sort through competing narratives before deciding whether charges are warranted. But to a community that had just watched a woman lose her life in broad daylight, the absence of immediate charges likely comes across as hesitation, an unsettling pause that some may interpret as indifference. It's in moments like these that frustration grows. People don't just want to know what happened. They want to know why justice seems to move so slowly when the tragedy is plain to see. And with emotions raw, the silence from officials only deepened the sense of uncertainty and distrust, leaving residents to wrestle with the possibility that Romeca's death might be framed not as a crime, but as an act of self-preservation by her killer. Romeca Meeks was more than a headline. She was a 31-year-old mother, a student, and a beautiful woman doing everything she could to build a better life for her son. She celebrated his milestones, encouraged him with love notes, and stood by him as he stepped into the first grade. But in the space of a single morning, her son's world was changed forever. He will carry her words with him, but not her presence. Was this truly self-defense, as Holly Johnson claims? Why were they even near the school that morning? Or was it an act of violence born out of jealousy, conflict, and control, as Romeca's sister suggests? And what role did Carlos play in the chain of events that ended with Romeca's death? What do you have to say about this case? What is clear is that a young boy lost his mother, a family lost their daughter, and a community lost a woman whose life should never have ended this way. This case is still unfolding. Holly Johnson remains in custody, her claim of self-defense under review. No charges have yet been announced, and the family of Romeca Meeks continues to wait for answers and for justice. This is under investigation.